Hello, guys. Today I'm interviewing Charlie Sheldon. He is a he has had 11 professional fights with 10 defeats, one draw. And my first question for you is: did you always want to go on the road? Was that the goal in the sport, to go on the road?
Yeah, pretty much because so I knew how it worked. So obviously I boxed down south. I'm from Nottinghamshire originally. I worked down here with the military. So I'm down south. I knew how it worked. The fact that I wouldn't ever be able to sell tickets, and I knew I was in the pro gyms anyway. I was very aware if I couldn't sell tickets, I would. And all I wanted to be was a professional boxer, win, lose or draw. I couldn't really care less, to be honest with you. I just wanted to be on the circuit and be on the scene. And now I'm into on the circuit. I love it, absolutely love it.
Yes. You have managed to pull off a draw against Lewis Everson, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think you were there, weren't you?
I wasn't at that one. I was at your last two fights,
Oh, right, okay. That's where I've got mixed up.
but I've seen there's been the full fight's been uploaded to YouTube. If I can find the link, I'll send it to you if you want.
All right, okay. Oh, and the was it Everson? Yeah, Lewis Everson from a draw. Yeah, I've seen it back. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? A draw. A draw, everybody knows a draw as a journeyman.
Yeah. Do you think that's been the best you've performed so far?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I just felt something right that day. Yeah, without a doubt, I was hungry for it. After the first round, I felt like I could go and beat the kid. So that's what I went and tried to do. And yeah, 100%. I just felt on the ball that day.
Yeah, you did well. Very well,
Oh, thank
mate.
you.
Best
Thank
I've
you.
seen you fight.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Who's been your hardest opponent, would you say?
Indabasi, without a shadow of a doubt. Indabasi, 100%.
Do you
Absolute.
think he's going to go far?
Yeah, I believe with the right coaching and if he stays on the ball and gets looked after well, I think he's got potential to go places. Yeah, 100%. Even though the only lad to stop me was Amir Kiani. He was a good lad. Don't get me wrong, but no, Indabasi, yeah, 100%. He's a cracking kid.
Yeah. You seemed a bit upset when you got stopped.
Yeah, I was just well up till that one shot. I felt like I didn't feel in danger at all. I thought, oh, it's gonna, you know what I mean? I felt perfectly fine. But and then it just goes, it sort of humbled me more than anything, because it goes to show that, you know what I mean? Yeah, any shot. I mean, it was my own fault because I leant forward, I got caught on a bit of like round here on the button sort of thing, and it just took my equilibrium away. So yeah, I was a bit, my idea was to go to be at 20 fights at least without getting stopped, and then that's why I was so disappointed because I didn't get to that trademark, didn't get to that mark. Sorry.
Oh, but you went 9 fights without getting stopped, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, we live and learn, don't we? That's end of the day. Everybody gets stopped as a journeyman. I mean, even the 100 fight ones get stopped at some point. So
Yeah.
yeah, it took a bit, but yeah, I got over it eventually.
You fought quite a few good kids, haven't you?
Yeah, I'd say Dom Hunt is doing really well at the minute. I boxed him in was it Rotherham or Sheffield? He's still
Central
flying.
area champ.
Yeah, well, it was the central area while I boxed him, and yeah, good kid, very good kid, very dedicated. But yeah, he seems like he's in the limelight at the minute, which is good for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. Do you think that you're going to rematch Lewis, as he might want to turn that draw into a win?
I mean, if he wants it and the place is right, I'm more than welcome to. Yeah, he's a nice lad. I like Lewis. I do like Lewis, but I do think he was itching for that rematch, and he's more than welcome for that rematch if the time's right for me, and if everything else is right with it.
Sometimes, do you think that you can? Do you think that you could have been a prospect, if you didn't have to sell tickets?
Uh, I'm not really sure. I mean, I was never a great amateur, and even when I was an all right amateur. I wasn't terrible. I wasn't bad, but I was an all right amateur. I never really did much in the amateurs. But to be honest with you, I had my heart set on going as a roadman quite early on. To be honest with you, so that's what I trained for. To be fair. But with the right coaching, who knows? I could have been. You know what I mean? I boxed some people who I thought if they're having a go at it, I definitely could have gone at it myself. But yeah, I mean, you've got to be realistic with your dreams. And to be honest with you, I just wanted to be on the pro circuit. I weren't bothered how it was.
Yeah. So you fought Shocky Khan.
Yeah,
Was that a tough fight?
yeah, it was awkward. Chakawa. I mean, I'd been out of the ring for 5 months because obviously I'd been away with work for about four of them. Obviously including the stoppage. So that was about 5 months. So it was especially, it was just, it was it was an all right fight. I didn't find him overly difficult, but
His
you know what I
fans
mean. I
were
handled
pretty
myself
loud,
all
weren't
right.
they?
You what? Sorry.
His fans were pretty loud.
Yeah, he does a good ticket. I think he was an awkward kid, and he hit me with some great shot. And I believe, once again with the right coaching, I think he'll do bits. To be honest with you, he is a very good kid. He yeah, very awkward fighter. Could hit a bit as well, could bang a bit. So
So do
yeah,
you
he's a
think
good kid.
Indy Bassi would beat Dom Hunt?
It'd be a good fight. I don't want to stay no beef. I don't want to stay no beef. It would be a very good fight. Put it that way. It would be a very good fight. It depends who was on it that day. Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, Dom Hunt's fought on Matchroom, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Dom Hunt certainly done a little bit more. Well, I don't know really.
Is
He's done
your
well.
goal to fight on like a Frank Warren show or like Top Rank or
If it's
Matchroom?
the right fight, yeah, get me on it. It is if it's the right fight, get me on it. Yeah.
So is this you done for the year? Like no more fights this year, or if the phone rings?
No, no. Hopefully, I've got a few more. Unfortunately, I'm away with work at some point, so that kind of messes my program up. Obviously, I go away quite a bit with work, which does mess the whole out every week sort of thing up. Um, but yeah, no, there's potential lineups. I can't say when and where, but potential lineups for December time. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you've got some in like scheduled, but you can't say.
It's not, yeah, it's not written in yet, not at all. But there's potential ones there. There's one that could possibly, depending on my situation with work, yeah, could happen.
So are you man? Because you fight on a lot of Steve Goodwin shows. Is he your promoter?
No, no. To be honest with you, I just managed to get on the Steve Goodwin shows because I live in Chelmsford, and it's very ideal for me. It's one train stop to York Hall, so I love so any York Hall fights. My manager's actually Graham Everett, and once if he calls for a York Hall fight, I jump at it because it's so handy for me just to catch one train and I'm there.
Yeah. What about Michael Webber Kane? Because you fought him, and also Lee fought him, didn't he?
Yeah, you know what, Michael Webb Kane's a workhorse, and he's very from when I boxed him from when I seen him the other day, massive improvement. He is. I follow him on Instagram and that, and I'm telling you, that kid is 100% dedicated to the sport, and he's a workhorse. So that's, if you ask me, that's going to get him places.
And I'm sure, mate, you never know, mate. He might be pushing on for a southern area. Do you like, even though you've lost your fights, do you like seeing them do well?
I love it, yeah, because at the end of the day, if you see them do well, it's bragging rights to you, especially if you've gone the distance with them and
Yeah,
they do well.
because
So
when they're
bragging
at the
rights.
top level, you can say, "Oh, I took him the distance."
Yeah, 100%. Even Shane, even if I don't know if I get stopped by somebody, then they go on and win a British title, I can say, "Oh, I've shared the ring with them." You know what I mean? Whether you get stopped or not, it's just an honour that's why I genuinely hope these lads go and do bits, to be honest with you, and go and do titles. So it's more for me to be proud of.
Yeah, and it looks good on your career as well.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
You never know, mate. You might get a win in when your next fight. You never know, but I'm
That's what
sure
I'm
you'll
hoping,
win at
actually,
some
mate.
point.
I'm due one, if you ask me. Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, you know what? Next year, I feel like next year's. I'm away with work quite a bit next year, so. But when I can box next year, which I will be quite a lot, I will be available as well quite a lot. And
Because
so when I am
Poochie
available,
was on
I'm
a
going to
bit
be
of a
jumping up.
winning streak, wasn't he?
Who's that? Sorry.
Poochie.
Yeah, so I've not actually met Poochie personally yet, but I have I've messaged him on Instagram, on Facebook, because he put out a very good video. When I was becoming a journeyman, Poochie was like, he was sort of the bloke who, him and Jamie Quinn, who I have met, they were sort of like my roles in it, sort of role model sort of thing in it. That I was watching them, I was watching
Gutted for
hundreds of.
Jamie that he got stopped.
Yeah, that he boxed a very good kid though, didn't he? Boxed a very, very good kid, can really bang as well. But yeah, them they were the type of blokes who I was watching constantly while I was training to be, when I was first signing my contract and that, and getting into it and learning the trade. And Lee Allett, another one who's became a bit of a mate, he's the same. And yeah, there's a few of them. The main one obviously is Willie Warburton for me though.
Lee Connolly as well. He's a good one.
Yeah, I met Lee this weekend. Very, very good lad. Class journeyman once again. There's so many out there that are absolutely
Matt
unreal.
Hall, Jordan Granham.
Yeah, yeah, Jordan. Wow, Jordan Granham's, if you ask me, probably one of, if not the best journeyman out there at the minute. In my opinion, this is no shade on anybody else, but he's
Yeah.
just, it's class. He can really, really box, and he will fight anyone. And he fights a quite a knockout weight as well. So fair play to him.
Yeah. So in the new year, how many times do you want to roughly box? Because this year, did you want to get out a bit more than you have?
Yeah, I work permitted. I wanted to get out a lot more, but it was, unfortunately, with the job I've got, I can't just say say no to it. So
Yeah.
it's like so I can box when I can box, sort of thing. And yeah, I would have hoped to be out a bit more, but it is what it is. Hopefully next year, to see how things go. I'm hoping to be available as much as I possibly can next year, and I will be. I will be. Yeah, I will definitely be out more.
Will you be watching the boxing this weekend?
Who's fighting this weekend?
Well, John Ryder v Zach Parker.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I will be. I think John Ryder beats him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Zach Parker's there just yet.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a very 50-50 fight, but I just think John Ryder's got that experience and he's been in that main stage a little bit more.
Yeah. Fabio Wardley's also fighting Nathan Gorman for the British title on the Dillian
Yeah.
White undercard. That should be a cracker.
Yeah, I'd say Fabio Wardley wins that, to be honest with you. I
Knockout?
actually really like Nathan Gorman. I think he's a class boxer, but I just think I personally believe Fabio will go quite a distance with quite, I mean, in his career sort of thing. I think it's class, and he's just got power like no other any.
Yeah. Should be a good fight though, just put it that way, mate.
Oh yeah, styles make fights, and that's certainly two styles that will make a great fight.
Who's your favourite boxer at the minute?
At the minute, Inu, I'd say.
You
Yeah,
watching this fight with Paul Butler soon?
yeah. I mean, I'd say, yeah. Would I say? Yeah, I'd say Inu's probably my favorite at the minute, and obviously Lomachenko is up there, but
Yeah.
I know he fought not long ago, but he's not as active because people are dodging him. If you ask me,
Do you want Loma to fight Devin Haney?
100%. Yeah, that fight needs to happen. Really, really needs to happen.
Or Tank v Devin Haney?
Either one of them, whether it's even Lopez and Loma again, I'd like to see that, because I had it as draw. To be honest with you, when I had it down, I had it down fully as a draw. But that's American boxing for you, isn't it?
Do you sometimes when you're in the away corner, do you feel like hard done by because you get robbed quite a bit in the away corner, especially when you get a draw? Normally means you've won.
Yeah, you do feel hard done by, but I also fully and it is annoying. But I also fully know I fully know the trade I'm in, sort of thing. I just wanted to be a professional boxer. You know what I mean? I wasn't cared about anything else. And if that was my only route into it, that was my only route into it. And yeah, it is annoying. It's annoying for certain lads when I see some like Seamus Devlin. Actually, I take one on a question earlier when you said Seamus Devlin and Jordan Granham are the two best journeymen at the minute, 100%.
Oh, Seamus is quality.
Yeah, Seamus Devlin, that kid, you could chuck a brick at that kid and it wouldn't bother him. He's tough as nails. He's so hard. But yeah, him and Jordan are up there with 100%. But at the minute, obviously, Poochie and all them lot are just all-time greats, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think Poochie and Lee are going to hand the gloves up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll speak to Lee this weekend, and he's going to be done very soon. Don't blame him at all. Had many fights, absolutely fantastic journeyman.
He just wants his 100th
as well,
fight,
fantastic journeyman.
He's 100th fight. Let's hope he ends it on a bang.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Hopefully, that's what most people try and do.
Getting 100 fights, though. Just put it that way.
Even getting over 50 fights, getting to 50 fights is a great achievement. If you
ask
me,
fighting in general, even going pro, that's just a good achievement.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And before I let you go, do you want to say? Do you want to shout out anyone who's helped you in your career?
Yeah, 100%. I keep saying that, but yeah, Graham Everett, Darren Bunn, and Russ Smith. Graham Everett's my coach and manager, and then my other two coaches through the week is mainly Russ, and then at the weekend I go down and see Darren and train with him at the weekend. But yeah, they're 100%. They are my coach, and they've done a lot for me. Look out for me, make sure it's the right fight, and you know what I mean, look after me in that gym as well. So shout out to them.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, Charlie. I'm sure you'll get a win very soon if you keep going.
So, mate. Eh?
Yeah. Fingers crossed, mate. Keep going.
Thank
Bye.
You too, mate. Bye-bye.